Light trucks ready to deploy.
Yeah, Syraw here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Kholodny Ferma, playing for you today. Spawning on the right, we have ... as the US Forces player. Straight away locking in Mechanized, getting himself out.
Rifle squad ready for action.
COH2 very shortly.
You need something built?
And on the left here, we have Syraw as the Aussie player. And his loadout is Elite Troops, Lightning War, and Spearhead. In terms of rankings, I think Syraw was ranked 95 and ... ranked 94, so pretty much as close to a even match as you're going to get in terms of rankings. So, interesting capping order here. It looks like he sent his re-echelon to cap this point, but never wide it off, which is bad. This is something you always want to wire off if you're capping this with your engineers early. Deny it to your opponent as you try to push back onto your cutoff. It's very important to wire that off, even if it means sacrificing a capping order. Unless, you know, at some point your opponent's going to take cover behind this, unless you use dumps to them, so it's a big edge if you can. What is going on here? Syraw not capturing his fuel
A capture point is under attack.
till very, very late here. Looks like he's branching out to the south of both of his grenadiers. C-51 is down here, has been capping up the map.
Supply line just got
Playing very defensively in the early game, just trying to cap up territory as quickly as possible. But yeah, very slow to accumulate fuel so far. C-51 taking some rifle fire there, and a Faust. Could be in trouble. He jumps out of it. We're going to try fight it out with the crew. Grenadier's going to try to shoot down the D-Crew's light vehicle here, but he's just not getting any penetrating hits, and he has to get out of there. Daring play there by ... but it comes good that vehicle crew adding that much needed firepower to force him away there. Nicely done there by ... And unfortunate, you know, that there were no penetrating hits. Oh, what's he doing? It's like he repositioned and was originally kind of facing more in this direction, but Echelon managed to squeeze their way around. This machine gun going to be able to take care of that very easily, though. Rifleman going to make a push for the cutoff here. Being still in the middle, maybe they should come and assist. These ones making their way out of base now. That's not super low. Still on 4 models. He has gone for the cutoff here, but because that point in the center has been captured, it's still connected to the fuel. Making those dives onto your opponent's cutoffs, you've got to make them count. You've got to neutralize that central EP. Okay, well the captain took quite a lot of damage, but now he's in close. Should be able to win with the bar. Say should be. Yeah, there we go. Oof. That's cool. So managed to get a squad in this building, which is such a pain. We've talked about the build order before, where you put a sandbag down here with your pioneers early, so then you can fight heavy cover position to garrison. Very effective. But in comes the flamethrower. Oh, and that's a bad retreat path too. Right next to pioneers, and the squad goes down. He could have got out this side and tried to hop the fence. Would have allowed the pioneers to close in as well. I don't know. Either way, that's not the retreat he was hoping for. Even if he just soft retreated down here and then it retreat, might have been able to get away. But
point is being overrun.
Basically, nothing going right from there. You can see the Thompsons are upgrading for those cavalry riflemen, and we do have an AA half-track in the build. Going to be hitting the battlefield very shortly. See Syraw not getting his tier 2 down until quite late here. But I guess he's just so busy with his pioneers on the battlefield. Getting it down now. Could put it like towards this direction, that way if you ever come out of this way you can reinforce on the move.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Make use of the reinforcing off the base tech structures. Looks like he's splitting his troops here, using the WC-51 as a harassing capping tool. Trying to keep out of arm's way from those Fausts, excuse me.
A capture point is under attack.
Machine gun in a very daring position, actually gets a good suppressing burst in there. He's going to jump back in the building, it looks like, worried about getting flanked. There's a squad up here, which was a little bit late to the party. It's kind of standing on the point for a while. But Syraw has been struggling for resources, been cut off a few times now. Time for Panzermedias now. Might cancel that into a pack. Otherwise he's not going to be able to deal with this. Oh, maybe not. Gets Vet 1. But he's going to jump out of the building, not risk losing the machine gun. Could have popped incendiary rounds. Oh, he's jumping back in the building. This is risky. 222 coming up here. 222. Oh, Cardinal Sin here. ... Trying to fight this on the move. 222 taking full advantage. Now he's going after the WC-51, which has been forgotten about. It's likely to go down. Is he popping the crew out? Maybe he was trying to pop the crew out there, but ends up losing it. This is back here repairing and close to the battlefield as well. Safe position, but wants to keep it in close so he can bring it back into the engagement. Hopefully the re-echelon behind the tank trap can hold the line until then. Okay, so now we see Syraw making a dive onto the cutoff, but he does have another squad neutralizing the center.
Pioneers ready for assignment. We are the best. We need order.
Oh man, that's gonna die.
Taking our territory.
Yep, there it goes. Not sure what he was doing there, extremely ambitious. Now he is way behind, lost essentially 3 units now. So the old shuffle. So he's lost, yeah, 1 rifle, 1 WC-51, and 1 re-echelon. This is quite low in health. Looks like Syraw getting another squad of pioneers to try and speed up the repairs here. Doesn't really need a sweeper with this commander. Especially with the re-echelon dead now, doesn't really have to worry about those light anti-tank mines the US forces have. Oh, and Shreks on the Peagrens. Don't see that too often. Hey, half-track making a drive-by here. Super low, 222, back in base though, being repaired. Oh, and it just gets out of range before another volley can come through. Extremely risky running his A half-track by the building there. That was crazy to do. ... There's a little regard for preservation, it appears. Looks like this is going vehicle hunting. Trying to find the half-track. when you're trying to get away from those, very important you don't run over things like fences and light cover, so they have a harder time locating you in the fog of war. Be careful with the way you retreat. But still, Syraw has been under a lot of resource pressure, just continually getting decapped. It's a second squad of cavalry riflemen as well. This is a good map for cavalry riflemen. You can get them in close without taking too much damage, just due to all the shot blockers and line of sight blockers. Especially down here in the south, you can just get all sorts of ambushes going on. Looks like we're going to see an anti-tank gun from ... That's pretty unexpected, honestly. Let's try and put some sandbags up there. It's thwarted. Squad waiting behind the building. Where's he going to jump in? Yeah, okay. So there's one model waiting behind the building. Thought he might try to bait the A half-track and then jump in and then catch the A half-track unawares, but he's just going to try to fight them off the old-fashioned way. We've got some major artillery coming in on the building here. Oh, rifleman in low. 222 trying to get the wipe. There's a squad of Greens in the retreat, and he does get the wipe. Take retreat. Rifleman also in a little bit of trouble in the middle now.
A capture point is being overrun.
I'm gonna get away. A half-track moving over that way now. Getting onto the point once again. Oh, I think he got in range for a Faust. But he decides to cancel it, taking too much damage. And the Shreks are there again. Gets out of range just before the Faust can come through. The captain will probably win it this round. Oh, range rather. Supplies need to close in. Firing at max range here, not ideal. And his pilots are getting chopped to pieces. In fact, it looks like he's forgotten about them. Oh, and they go down. Another major artillery taking care of the building. Fair enough, he doesn't have any flamethrowers or anything. It can be tough for US forces. No, you know, you could go for pack-outs. I feel like pack-outs is pretty good on this map. You can kind of park it around this area of the map. Cover a lot of territory from a relatively safe position.
We have 300 points remaining.
Does the squad go down up here? So. Oh, the squad closing in for a satchel. 222. Ooh, I think he got it off. That might be death. He's going to drive it into the squad. Ooh. So the satchel was kind of on the rear of the vehicle. Didn't quite get close enough for it to do enough area of effect damage there to wipe the squad. But good thinking. It's one thing that we've seen a lot more players do these days is... Oh, here comes HE Schumann. I'll hold that thought. Green's got to be careful. Schumann might go for the wipe here. So, connects with the building. Pack moving over. Does not connect. Continual decaps though. Syraw Struggling for fuel. Has gone to battle phase 2. Looks like he's going for a second pack.
Interrogation training and detection avoidance
Understandable, I think, given his position. Definitely, like if he didn't have the Peregrine Shreks, 2 packs I think are essential in this position. With the Peregrine Shreks, maybe he could get away with just the 1 pack. But he's playing it safe, doesn't want to get overrun by the Sherman with his anti-tank gun out of position and just lose the game on the spot once it gets decrewed by a flanking maneuver. So very understandable decision. Sherman moving to the north now.
We are losing a sector.
Getting a good hit in. Pack now moving up that way. Oh, gets a good shot in here. A half track. Gets away. We have a command section. It's lightning war and get some G43 grenadiers. Pack's a little bit out of range. Moving up now. Oh, that's a close call. But Pack gets 1 shot in, but Pack now in a bit of trouble. Rifleman could swarm it. They're going in. Machine gun in the building could about face. Check its retreat, but it looks like he's not really going to chase. Going to continue the resource race. That's definitely the hallmark of ... here. Putting enormous amount of pressure on the resources, even if it costs him a lot of manpower to do so. Syraw is putting down his tech though. Could go for a Stug very soon. Because Syraw hasn't wiped so many squads, he's not having too much trouble with infantry right now. So Stug is a viable option. Nice positioning on the Pack there, forcing the Sherman away. Whoever Pack outs and now could be good at trying to snipe down those packs.
What do you need? Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Looks like ... having a little bit of trouble trying to micro, you know, his A half track down here, squads up here, the Pack outs. It is tough trying to micro this many units at once and could actually lose his A half track right here. Appearing squad going down fast. Jumps back in before they lose too many models. Looks like he sticks around to get the suppression in. Close call though. Could have lost it right there. Life grenades. Ooh. Sherman's up there. Pack now coming up. A little bit slow on bringing the Pack up. Have to expect, you know, Sherman's been up here for so long that whenever you try to push it's going to be there. Misses that shot, but Sherman gets the message. Pack, how are we going after this machine gun, protecting the VP here? Just now repositioning. Now dying. Now retreating.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
It's one thing you do have to be careful of though. It's a little bit exposed in the middle, especially if this isn't wired off, you know, squads can sneak around through here or through here. Especially if you don't have a machine gun protecting the center. So we're definitely aware of the VP's trying to stem the VP drain here. German's going to run into these Shreks behind the heavy cover. Cover gets blown up and 2 Shreks connect.
Enemy forces are securing
Be careful you don't stay clumped after the cover explodes. And you'll be a sitting duck. Packouts are going after the machine gun in the middle. Oh, and it looks like we've got a dozer blade now on the Sherman. So that gives it bonus health, and I think a little bit of bonus armor as well, but it does go more slowly. So it does have a drawback. Oh, he just squeezed it around the side of the machine gun. Could actually lose it here if he's a little unlucky. Oh, that was a big hit from the mortar team though. He's really hoping he kills the A half-track before it gets to Vet 3. That bonus 40 health just makes it so much harder to kill. Grenadier's on the road there, taking quite a lot of damage. Moves out of the road now, but might have been too late. Too much damage in the process. So yeah, as I mentioned, those are extra health, which means, you know, we'll no longer die to 4 shots, which is a big deal. Looks like maybe as well it can get a heavy crush, which is nice, crushing all these trees, which I think actually maybe is not in his favor. Opens up line of sight for the packs, honestly. Looks like you can as well create barriers. It's kind of like heavy cover, which can be nice, especially if you don't have re-echelons to put tank traps anymore, or have rifleman defences just to get some heavy cover for your squads to hide behind. Same as the 105 bulldozer. Ooh, the squad is trying to get the cap and costs him his squad. There's the Panzer IV for Syraw. There's a Jackson already, so this is a steep hill to climb. Good thing though is that ... has lost so many of his infantry squads. Ooh, that was a big shot.
Our brave infantry is dying.
And I think I heard another squad go down. So a squad of pioneers somewhere, maybe in the south. So they died over there, over to the A half-track. So Jackson pulling right back to heal up. So we're keeping his packs in a very conservative position in the bottom there. Continually trying to pressure this VP as well. Might even be able to see a triple cap up here. Dot's definitely running out of micro a little bit. Sherman now going over there to react, but a little bit slow. Before finally getting repaired up. A half-track dancing with death there. Oh, he's going back in. Oh man, he's probably going to lose it here to this Faust. No Faust! No Faust! He's got the munitions, 25. Oh, well, the P4 misses a killing blow. Look, what are they doing? They're just floating across the battlefield. Oh, and the pack how he gets a big shot in there, actually. Carry going after the machine gun, but he's actually in its range, only just. But that means some very accurate shots at that short of a range. Got double Scots now coming in from ... These are really hard to play against.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
But he does have quite a weak infantry core now after losing so many squads. I feel like I've said that a million times, but it just keeps happening. So trying to keep the VP pressure on is going to be hard with only this much infantry. And you know, Syraw is getting low on the VPs. Maybe this isn't the best decision going for double Scots, but what he's going to try. Some more major artillery coming in. Pakawi looks like he's going to get decrewed here. But squad switch target. Major, which just gets out of there alive. Okay, Sherman and Scott on the field now. Thing is, you know, ... if he went for like another Sherman, probably could have overwhelmed Syraw, but maybe not now, because here comes the Stug. One thing that, as well, ... has been very conservative with his anti-tank gun position, basically been parked here the whole game. Hasn't tried to bring it into the middle to take, you know, take advantage of opportunities, because remember that P4 did come down here to try to kill the A half-track, and if the M1 was up here to shoot, probably would have killed it. It does seem like ... has started to, you know, he gets very close to a supply limit. Having this many units is taxing his micro to the limit. In trouble with the efficient control. And there's the major.
We are losing a sector.
Yeah, well done by Syraw here. You know, when your opponent's leaving a squad getting suppressed like this, it usually indicates that they're trying to set something up. Maybe a flank or a maneuver. So he brings the Panzer IV down in anticipation of that to help defend. Oh! Ooh! Jackson goes down in an instant. Double Faust, pack and Stug fire. Smokes off the pack. Looks like he's maybe switching rounds. What is he doing? He's on the armor piercing now. Squad, can you give cover? I think it's going to get away. Where's that M1? It's in a good position now. Stug might have overextended itself. Oh, he's rifle grenading it, but doesn't quite clear it out. Stug gets one more shot in. Oh. Looks like Pegrin's around the A half-track dropped a Shrek as well. Going after the pack down here. So, yeah, a bit messy. One squad down. For ... Looks like he's rebuilding them with some re-echelon. Maybe he wants to recapture his anti-tank gun. Perhaps with some slightly better control, he could have killed the Stug there. It was one shot away. Death. But nice work actually from Syraw coming up here to kill the anti-tank gun, deny the recrew there. Now you can see, you know, that one vehicle crew is out, but now Syraw firmly in the lead in terms of army size. Taking control of this match now. Oh, this is bad. Looks like the pack might block the Panzer IV from chasing though. Doesn't matter. Sniper at long range. Taking out that squad. A half-track was doing some good work in the north, you know, holding that territory. So briefly on the drain here. I think he's decided to rebuild the lieutenant. which is an interesting decision. I can understand it maybe if he'd unlock grenades and wants access to the smoke grenade, but I don't really see the point at this stage. Big hits from the mortar there. Ooh, but big shots from the double Scots as well. Sherman doing some work in the south. Stug heading down that way. The pack that was down here still on base, healing and reinforcing, so can't really contribute. Sherman could be in trouble though. Stug has it lined up in the sight. Second Stug coming down the road. Could the health bonus from the dozer blade come in clutch? Stug misses a shot there. No anti-tank gun to support this time. He's popping smoke. He's backing towards the smoke now. Oh, but the Stug gets the kill. And that could be just about it for ... Using his Sherman like that, he now has no anti-tank. Got the Stug going to take advantage of that. Those are going down, going after these Scots. Seems like ... you know, with his Sherman smoke usage, not the most competent. Like when he smoked the pack earlier, it was a little bit clumsy, and then on that one, you definitely want to be like reversing directly into the smoke. Smoke barrage there, and he actually gets out. Somehow gets out of that one alive.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Okay, half-track being mobilized to the north, but so is the freshly repaired Panzer IV. Half-track could go down here. Runs right past this Panzerschreck as well, which would actually be really handy right here. Before blitzing. Oh, but that half-track is fast on the road. Before gets it with the machine gun fire. Now switch its targets to the Lieutenant. Clump behind the cover. Ooh, it's out there in the time. Pushing through the middle here. Stug should probably be taken off prioritized vehicles. Try and shoot it. Does have the machine gun upgrade, which really actually does help in these kind of situations. Doesn't need to take it off prioritized vehicles for that to be firing, I suppose. Okay, so we've got a Jackson coming in now for ... Probably needs an anti-tank gun as well, just because he's up against such a large amount of armor right now. Scots barrage in the middle. Doesn't have many squads to scout and screen, that's the issue. So the Pea Greens didn't actually rebuy their second Shrek, interesting. I feel like he's getting quite unlucky with these Scott shots. They're usually more accurate than this. Starting to do some damage now. Vet 2 is in a nice position. He's bringing up the ambo here. What's he doing with that? Maybe he wants to try use it for forward reinforcement of his pack howitzer. Maybe it's some kind of massive misclick, I'm not sure. Well, Jackson gets a good hit on the Stug long range there. Stug actually returns fire. I thought they would have been out of range, but apparently not. Second Stück mobilizing through the middle. Just the infantry just isn't there for ... right now. Scots need to be working overtime. Looks like we might see some kind of big push from Syraw shortly. He's got the munitions for his Duke close air support. He's got vehicles coming in from multiple directions. Oh, but the Jackson has found a target. Oh, but in comes the close air support. Right into his trap. P4 in the base right here. Down goes the Jackson. Could just stay in the base here and just knock all of this out right here. Doesn't have much to fear. This is exactly why you need an anti-tank gun as well. Stop against exactly this kind of assault. And I don't really want to be disrespectful, but I think we can all see that this game is over twice the army size. No fuel in the bank. It's got some bazookas now. Quite a lot of them actually. Managed to get one of the vehicle crews out of the Scots. I'm not sure if that was correct though. I don't think it had a damaged engine. Maybe he was just repairing it from that Shrek shot earlier, which... no, getting it killed. Speed this up a little bit during the slow points. So he's got a lot of bazookas there. It looks like a full 6 bazookas. Going up the Stück, which has got the skirts, got the armor bonus. Bouncing a few of those shells there.
The adversary has slipped to 100 points.
Still going in for the kill here. So we're all busy repairing all his vehicles back up to full. They're just about there. He could pick that Shrek up as well if he wants to. Maybe on the G43 squad.
The enemy is down to 75 points.
Machine gun very far forwards position, but might get flanked. Might be slightly outside of the arc of fire there. Oh no, there's a second one right behind it. Dodging around to the north now though. Scott going after one of the machine guns. Infantry coming down though. These vetted up grenadiers should make mincemeat out of all these bazooka squads. And they are. Full retreat, but might lose this re-echelon anyway.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Another Scot coming in for ... but things are looking grim for him. Going forward for Faust. Connects, that's the end of the Scot. Stood very close behind. Looks like he's going to drain out on the VPs. No surrender for ... And he says he's lagging. To me, I don't know, it seemed like ... as soon as he went over 80 supply, had a lot of trouble controlling his army. Maybe there was some lag involved, but it did seem to be more of a just army control kind of thing. A lot of late retreats, a lot of squad losses. But, you know, those kind of things can happen from lag as well, so I'm not going to judge. Either way, Syraw, you know, he's stuck in there. Pea green Shreks, I'm not entirely convinced they are the right choice. Maybe should have gone for a pack earlier. Instead, might have helped just deal with the A half track right then and there. Because generally, if you can get a pack shot on, then the 222 can chase down the A half track. So that's generally what I try to aim to do in this kind of scenario. But yeah, I mean, Syraw just played steady, you know, just took much better armor engagements overall, and basically every armor engagement just ended up one tank up or one tank and one squad up, and that just accumulated and snowballed right back into the game. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.